你好，我是Chang Shushu. Hello, my name is Uncle John, and today I'm going to tell you a story called The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter, illustrated by Spica Wobbe. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits. Their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the roof of a very big fir tree. One morning Mrs. Rabbit said to her children, "Now, my dears, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there, and he was put into a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Now run along. Don't get into any mischief. I'm going out to buy some bread and currant buns." Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down to the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden. "Oh, look, lettuce and French beans. And my favorite, carrots." "Oh, my, Tommy does not feel very well at all. I think I need some parsley to settle my upset stomach." "Oh no, it's Mr. McGregor." "Stop, thief!" Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. "Oh my, where am I? Oh no, I've caught one of my buttons." Peter gave himself up for lost and shed some big tears. His sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows.
"Are you okay?"
"There you are! Hey! Where did you go?" Peter rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a watering can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if there wasn't so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps hidden underneath a flower pot. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. "It's cold, and now I'm wet." Mr. McGregor heard the sneeze and was after Peter in no time at all. "There you are, you naughty bunny!" Mr. McGregor got tired of running after Peter and went back to his work. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he didn't have any idea which way to go. He was also very damp from sitting in that can. After a time he began to wander about, going hippity-tippity, not very fast, and looking all around. And he saw a mouse. "Do you know where the gate is?" The mouse was carrying keys in her mouth, so she could not answer him. He tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more confused. Presently he came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his watering cans.
Meow. Meow.
Peter thought it was best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard about cats from his cousin, little Benjamin Bunny. He went back towards the tool shed, but suddenly, close to him, he heard the noise of a hoe. Scritch, scratch, scritch. Peter scuttered underneath the bushes. But presently, as nothing happened, he came out and climbed upon a wheelbarrow and peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. His back was turned toward Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Peter started running as fast as he could go along a straight walk behind some of the blackcurrant bushes. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the woods outside the garden. "This'll scare away the blackbirds." Peter never stopped running or looked behind him till he got home to the big fir tree. He was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. "I wonder what Peter has done with his little blue jacket. That is the second jacket that he has lost recently." I am sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave a cup to Peter. And Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper.